Leaving Lesotho, I got lucky and stumbled into the Golden Gate National Park. The scenery is spectacular and the roads are smooth sweepers that sports bikes would find absolutely addictive. In fact, they travel here for hours just to have a go on the roads. I hiked and camped briefly in the Johannesburg mountains, which really is an amazing range and would deserve at least 2 weeks of anyone's hiking holidays. Unfortunately, I got a little ill from my camping food and so settled up for a quiet respite in a lovely little lodge. I arrived in Johannesburg and was immediately struck by the glitzy shopping malls. Gated communities wall off the super rich from the rest of the population. Old Johannesburg made its money from the gold mines, needless to say off the back of the black population. But today, blacks and whites are still split, this time on a poor or rich basis. Some black folks are clearly rich, some white folks are clearly poor, but in the slums, well, you only see black folks there. It's a long way from being a cosmopolitan, integrated society. And whilst apartheid may have finished on paper at least, the practical reality is that the terrible legacy of apartheid is still plain to see throughout Johannesburg. To try and find a little flavour of this, I spent a couple of nights in the famous township of Soweto. I found if you speak a little bit of an African language, the people become warm, friendly and chatty.
Yes, you got the rhythm.
A trip to the world-class Apartheid Museum was extremely moving and gave me a little understanding of something about which I'm just so ignorant. I came away wondering how on earth a country reconciles itself to such a horrific history. But I guess people have done it before and maybe there's light at the end of the tunnel. Despite its troubles, South Africa is undeniably a beautiful country. I rode through the Blyde River Canyon and saw things like God's Window and Jacob's View before settling for my own view at sunset. Tomorrow I'd be looking for big game in the Kruger Park. It was an early start, all right, but the lions had already stopped sleeping. Within the first glorious hour, we'd seen all of the top big five, and then just settled in for the rest of the day watching these amazing animals in their natural habitat.
Male height is much taller than the female, that it can even reach 5 to 6 meter high. Or when they feed, there is no competition between the female and the male one. Always the male is high.
Finding some animals you can only do with a guide, but others you can recognise yourself.
The Nile crocodile. There is also another one right inside.
These game parks really are the jewel in South Africa's crown. Tremendous value and tremendously good fun as well. Yet another reason to come back to South Africa. The wonderful music I've been rudely talking over is actually from Swaziland, and we'll talk more about that next time.